Last year, legislators provided $1 million in state funding for the University of Iowa to research the key drivers of cancer in the state. WHO 13's Teodora Mitov joins us live from the State House. And Teodora, representatives heard results from the first part of this research.
Yeah, Andy, that's right. And the biggest takeaway today from that research was that there are still a lot of questions that doctors don't have answers to, but there are things that the state can do now to lower cancer rates.
We know what to do.
Researchers at the University of Iowa looked into 5 cancers, including prostate, breast, melanoma, lung, and colorectal. In all of these, except lung cancer, there are higher diagnoses in earlier stages.
So those are good things. 4 out of the 5, that's good news that we're finding early stage cancers and that those are the ones that are increasing. Again, it's terrible news for lung cancer.
But part of the cause stems from behavioral choices.
We have high binge drinking rates, above average obesity in percent of people not consuming vegetables, and average smoking.
And while these are habits that the state can't necessarily change, researchers say resources to stop smoking and test radon in homes are needed.
We are leaving it up to the individual now, and we have gotten ourselves to the 2nd highest cancer incidence rate in the country. There has to be more, I think, policies and legislation that support people.
I feel as though much of what you've reported to us today is not a surprise.
The researchers agreed with Representative Ken Crokin's critique.
One of the surprises to me was lung cancer, to see how far we are not just from the U.S., but even from our neighbors. And we know what causes lung cancer. That's one where we got a pretty good idea. We know what to do about it. Haven't done anything about it lately, so it would be great to address that.
And one way to address it is through a tobacco tax, which was included in a bill by Representative Brett Barker in Nevada.
I think I raised some eyebrows when I did that, but that was because I knew, based on my training as a healthcare provider, that that's been shown in other places.
Raising the tobacco tax is the single most impactful public health intervention, period.
Another consideration for lawmakers is adding monitoring systems to track water quality and pesticide use.
There are systems that are already laid out there in the country, like in California, that we could do and would argue that we should do in Iowa. We use a lot of pesticides. We should know.
And the second half of that research will also include nitrates and their connection to cancer rates in the state. And Andy, that research will be done in June.